Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the match reaction. Newcastle United 1, Everton 0. The Blues succumb to a third consecutive defeat. I don't really know what to say about it. Another limp performance in the final third. I think Everton have finished the game with one attempt at goal, which is an embarrassment as far as I'm concerned. I can't remember in all my years watching Everton too many occasions when they had one attempt at goal. Certainly not again. Newcastle are a strong side, don't get me wrong, but they're not Man City, are they? They're not a team that's battering everyone and sweeping all aside who's placed in front of them. And Everton just didn't lay a glove on them. It's embarrassing, really, from our perspective. The manager brought in Dominic Calvert-Lewin before the game, the right thing to do. Went with Anthony Gordon back in the side. And Everton had to weather the early 5-minute flurry from Newcastle at the start. But I thought they did that all right. They got control of the game. Newcastle were left with shots from outside the box. And it was okay for the opening 25 minutes. We'd calmed things down. We'd had a Dominic Calvert-Lewin header, our only attempt at goal, which went over the bar. He probably should have done better, really, when unmarked off a corner. But we allowed Newcastle to score, and it was a lovely goal by Almiron, don't get me wrong, but Everton's defending of it was pathetic. Seamus Coleman just allows Murphy to cushion a header down to Callum Wilson. Connor Cody gets that away, and Garner has to do three doggies to try to close the ball down, and Almiron just gets it on his left foot and bends it beyond Pickford. And after that, right up until half time, Newcastle dominated. They had some nice patterns of play where we had to get blocks in. And okay, they didn't have loads of shots on target, but they were getting shots away and were on the front foot. We got to half time and it was poor. I mean, Newcastle were lucky with Joe Linton. I think he probably could have been sent off. He'd been booked, and it was definitely a bookable offence. He should have been sent off. We probably got lucky in the second half with Anthony Gordon, who'd been booked. I think it was Anthony Gordon who'd been booked and who clipped the man, and he could have been sent off. So, it is what it is. The referee overall was all right, and people who know me will be going, is he feeling okay? We come out for the second half. I was expecting Everton to really go at Newcastle. They'd not done loads in terms of carving us open. He didn't look capable of carving us open in terms of we'd be getting caught 3 or 4 times. But although we had a lot of the ball in the second half, we didn't do anything. It was comfortable and easy for them. When we did, showing that few nice patterns of play, we didn't shoot. Damari Gray has a chance to shoot edge of the box and decides to try to juggle it into the box. Just really poor decisions overall from everyone on the pitch. And I think Everton have improved much, a lot from last season. But that doesn't really stand up when you look how poor we are in the final third. I think defensively we're much better. I think the midfield is much better. But we don't have any kind of threat. And when you don't carry any kind of threat, it's only a matter of time before teams score. And, the minute Newcastle took the lead, I thought, that's it, it's over. We had to score. I couldn't see a way back for us. Our wide men aren't doing enough. Anthony Gordon was poor again. Damari Gray, poor. And the numbers play that out. Neil Maupay come on as a sub, couldn't even put the right kit on. Come on with blue socks, and what can you do? We've lost the game to another defeat. 5 attempts at goal in 2 games is shocking, none on target. We've had 1 shot on target in 3 games, and we've got Crystal Palace at home on Saturday, which is a huge game. Now, Frank Lampard has to come up with a plan. Whether that be shoot on sight, get wide, get crosses in, he's got to actually do some work on a plan. It's great being solid, and we are. It's great being competitive, and we are. We've improved definitely in them areas. But there's no excuse for playing a Premier League game and having 1 attempt at goal. None whatsoever, I'm sorry. Joe Willock come on and had 2 attempts in 3 minutes, more than our whole team in the game. It's embarrassing, and that can't carry on. We'll be in massive trouble. We scored 8 goals in 11 games. We'll be in huge trouble unless we start actually trying to score goals. So the manager's got to come up with something quick and get that sorted. Otherwise, every game's going to be just hoping that you don't concede. It can't go on. January, you know, Kevin Thelwell and Frank Lampard have got the work cut out. They've got to bring in at least 2 good goal scorers in January. So that's where we are. Disappointing defeat, man of the match. Don't know, it's Rishigana Gay. Even though I thought he was alright. Others didn't cover themselves in glory, so give it to him. There you go, disappointing night at St James's Park. Can't argue with the result. Newcastle deserved to win, and we have to move on with it. So, yeah, see you later.